guys. Welcome back to AdCast. My name is Nick Lorden.
Hey, Dick. Welcome back. Hey. Who am I,
Thanks,
people?
Celeste. Let me introduce you to Celeste Porter, guys.
Thanks. I'm Celeste Porter. Welcome back. We are going to be speaking with Brianna Schweitzer from Vantage Communications, and she's just going to give us a little history about her agency and some special opportunities that she has working with clients overseas and so forth. So I found it intriguing to learn more about that. So welcome, Brianna.
Yeah, the company's Vantage Communications. We're a boutique-sized public relations firm only focused on the high technology market. So anything from mobile technology to clean technology to telecommunications and more. We're headquartered in San Francisco. We have an office in Orlando, so we're East Coast, West Coast. We also have satellite offices in New York, Washington, D.C., and Tampa. So we are local here as well.
Okay.
Cool.
Good.
How many people are in the agency?
There's about 25 of us.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all different talents, all different backgrounds, kind of a unique mix. We have people who have television background, PR, advertising, an eclectic mix that we bring to the table for our clients. So,
what do you bring to the table, Brianna?
You and your interview process all over again.
Well, no, my role there is an account manager. I've been in public relations and marketing and events for about 6 years now. I started off in nonprofit doing special events and marketing and PR, and came to the agency about 3 years ago. So yeah, I've been working with them ever since.
Cool.
Very
Absolutely.
Good. Very good. Tell me now, you mentioned that you work with clients in the technology industry, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
So I remember earlier we spoke briefly and you said that you work with a lot of clients overseas.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little bit about that. How are you building relationships with clients that are so far away you can't necessarily just go over and reach out and touch them?
Yeah. It's interesting. We have a large client base both in the U.S. and abroad. A couple of the markets, you'd be surprised. Stockholm, Sweden is a big area for us, as well as Tel Aviv, Israel. Sweden was kind of early adopters of mobile technology, and Israel as well. A lot of new startups and different technologies coming out of there. So those are kind of two of the main markets. We also work with the UK a lot. But yeah, we are creative with the ways that we communicate with them. Based on what they're doing, what the goals of their program are, and how they prefer to be communicated with. So Skype, conference calling, video conferencing, all kinds of different ways, email, IM. There's a lot of different forms. We're just very flexible with how we communicate with them. One of the main benefits, is that we are bi-coastal. So, the West Coast tends to work with Asia Pacific area, while the East Coast has, Europe and the Middle East and the UK covered. So we do have a couple of employees who have flexible hours as well. So some may work earlier, some may work later, depending on where their clients are based and how often they're communicating with them.
Cool.
Seems as though the common thread that we're seeing lately is that a lot of agencies and a lot of clients are looking for ways to do social media and reach out differently and to target a whole different audience in terms of, how to communicate and get the consumers and things of that nature. Have you had any challenges for meeting that demand?
I would say probably yes. I think it's been an evolution. I think as communications professionals in general, the way we communicate now is totally different. A year ago, we probably weren't talking about tweet ups and
right.
tweeting online, and
that name still gets to me.
You don't like the little bird?
I can't even admit to it. Yeah, it's like
exactly. So it's definitely been an evolution. The way we've totally changed what we do and how we communicate with editors, with our clients. You never thought you'd be friends with a client on Facebook or something of that nature, which you are now. So, it's building relationships online and offline, and really branching out and being flexible and innovative with how we're doing that. So it's definitely a bonus. It's an added benefit when you're working internationally because, like you said, you can't reach out and touch them. So, unless you travel over there, but you're able to put a face with a name, whereas you might not have been able to do that, 6-7 years ago.
Correct.
What are some of the unique challenges that you face in doing the PR for these like high tech firms where your audience is really niche? You know, like not many people really get it.
Right.
You know, so like,
Right.
what can you explain a little bit?
Yeah, I think the most important thing with that is it's being able to understand on a high level what these companies are doing and who their customer is and who they're trying to reach out to, and then being able to communicate it on that
in
level
their
as
language,
well.
right?
Yeah, it's taking something that's really technical and telling the average consumer how it works and how it's important to them. So yeah, it is a challenge. It's an ongoing challenge. I mean, a lot of times you rely on the client to give you the basic information, and then to do your research and figure out, okay, what is this doing? What's the main benefit? How can we really get this, communicate this in a way that Joe Schmo is going to understand?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of messaging. It's a lot of sitting, either over the phone or video conference or in person even with the client and saying, okay, what's important? What's really going to get somebody excited about this?
Right. Yeah, because you sort of have to trust them because they know their market.
Exactly. And you need to figure out, because they don't always know what that excitement is. They might think one thing is, but, we know the editors were following the trends. We're, on top of things, so we can say, well, yeah, you might think that, I don't know, something technical is really exciting, but really it's mobile video. We need to talk about that, that type of thing.
Cool.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about, we talked about the challenges, and let's focus on more of the positives. Tell me some stories of clients that you've reached out to and you had some success stories, or, give us the good side of, working with customers overseas and building those relationships.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a huge benefit for us to work with them. I mean, we're diversifying our client base, we're learning new cultures, we're really building relationships with the editors in different markets. One of our clients recently, they're based in Israel, and they're well known here in the U.S., but they really wanted to branch out to France and Germany and the U.K., and now we're actually going into Africa. And so we did a global product launch in order to bring them out there, and that was very successful. I mean, firsthand, it's like I said, it's a lot of research, figuring out who the top publications are in that specific region, and then targeting it, in a way that is going to be effective and efficient. Yeah.
Why do you think that you guys do it better than your competitors, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, no problem. I think we're a very unique firm. We're a small to medium size, but we are. We do cover both coasts. We have a lot of experience working internationally. Even though we don't have the offices there, we know the cultures, we know the markets. We've worked in those areas for, almost 20 years. So I think that we bring an interesting mix. And, working in a boutique-sized firm like that with, 25 people, senior level management is involved in the day-to-day activities, unlike somewhere else. So it makes a huge difference in the end result for the client.
Cool. Well, it's been great having you on the show. We really appreciate your perspective on this.
But before you leave, I want to know the inside scoop. Do you get to travel a lot?
Oh, there it is.
What's the inside scoop?
And are they hiring?
I did just get back from Sweden,
Oh,
so that was a nice
love
trip.
it.
But it's not too often. I would say probably 20-30% of my time.
Well, that's enough.
That's
3 times a year,
nice.
maybe.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's a nice benefit.
Is there any contact information you want to provide to our viewers to reach out to you or your agency?
Absolutely. Check out our website. It's www.pr-vantage.com. And you can click through to our blog there, and that's got some interesting insights on there as well.
Very
Cool.
good.
Thanks, Brianna.
Great. Thank you
Thank
for having
you.
me.
Thank you.
And thank you
Appreciate
to our sponsors, Tampa Digital Studios, TBT, Barefoot Wines and Bubbly, and Gasper's Grotto.
Thank you, sponsors, and we'll be back, guys.